If you're very introspective like me, you probably are always constantly thinking, what am I supposed to be doing here? Why am I here in life? And you probably start beating yourself up like, nigga, you ain't doing enough. You gotta do more. You gotta be great. And I often suffer from this incredible ambition to keep pushing myself. So I completely understand that. But today I want to share with y'all a concept or a framework that could perhaps help you with that. Okay, so I was watching Ali Abdaal's podcast, Not Overthinking. And the video was very interesting and very introspective, and he was pretty much talking about finding purpose and meaning in his life, and pretty much how he's kind of been struggling to do so. And the fact that he's trying to find meaning in his life is extremely interesting to me, because Ali Abdaal, if y'all don't know him, he's a successful YouTuber. He just got 3 million subscribers, and he's making millions of dollars in his business. So you would think somebody like him would feel like his life is very fulfilling, but despite all those results, he still feels like he needs to find some type of meaning in his life. I just had an incredible stream of consciousness that I wanted to share with you all in response to his video that I think can really help a lot of people figure out how they want to move on with their life and figure out what they really want to do. For those who don't know, my name is Ike, and I'm an inspirational leader who makes these videos to document my life and hopefully inspire people along the way. When I was younger and more clueless and naive, I would often set myself up to have more specific measurable goals that I thought would help me. For example, when I went to college, I had a goal of going to pharmacy school for the next 6 years. And because I had that goal in mind, I was able to aggressively pursue it and achieve it. But little did I know that 6 years later, pharmacy school isn't really what I wanted to be. I didn't truly want to be a pharmacist. I'm only really doing this just to increase my income and make a lot of money, which leads to a great lifestyle. It doesn't necessarily lead to a fulfilling, meaningful place or sense of fulfillment for me. Here's another example. I have this Instagram page. And in this Instagram page, it's called Music for Inspiration. And a year or 2 years ago, I made a specific goal to get 100,000 followers on Music for Inspiration. And right now it's at 28,000 followers, and I've been creating content, making viral videos after viral videos, and therefore my Instagram has been growing, which is great. But while in doing that, I'm kind of realizing, even though I do like making content on Music for Inspiration, this chase to 100,000 followers doesn't necessarily feel fulfilling. So right now I've taken a break from it, and I plan on coming back. And I had to kind of pretty much go on a vision quest of what do I really want to do with my life. And as I've gotten older, instead of trying to figure out a specific, clear way of moving forward, I'm beginning to ask myself, what direction in my life do I want to move in? So instead of asking myself, okay, in 5 years, where do I really see myself being in? I'm asking myself what direction I want to move forward in. And you might initially think, oh, maybe that's the same thing, but it's actually a huge difference. So instead of trying to make your goals more numerical or more measurable, we should just focus on the direction we want to take our life in, because I feel like that's a much easier answer for ourselves. I think everybody has an idea of the direction they want to move forward in. For example, right now I'm creating YouTube videos consistently, and even though I don't really have a number of how many subscribers I would like, that's not really important for me, because why I'm doing this is because I generally love inspiring people, and I love talking about inspiring conversations and delivering inspiring messages. So as long as I can continue to do that, I'm going to keep doing that. And that's the direction I want to put myself in. So all the extra stuff that comes in with it, whether that is extra subscribers, ad money, or just quote unquote clout, that's the bonus. But the real gift is basically being able to intrinsically follow what I really want to do, which is becoming an inspirational leader. So basically what I'm trying to say is we should better ask ourselves, what direction do I want my life to be in? And I feel like that's a much easier question than to ask such a hard, specific way of trying to figure out what your future will be like. If you just ask yourself, hey, what is the type of person I want to be, I think we can find a lot of clarity from that question. And even though following a direction instead of setting a specific measurable goal may seem a lot more vague and a lot less clear, I think it's better that we live in faith and not out of fear. Because the reason why I feel like a lot of us would like to set specific measurable goals is because it allows us to feel like we know where we're gonna head in life. But look at your life 5 years from now and look at your life now. And if you're young, chances are you probably had a lot of huge differences in your life, and you probably would have had no idea that you're gonna be where you are today. For example, 5 years ago, if you were asking me where I was gonna be in my life, I would have no clue that I was gonna be in Philadelphia. I just happened to be there, you know? And basically my point is, we're always constantly trying to have this vision of what we're gonna be in life, but we never actually achieve that vision. We end up kind of becoming something. Life tends to take us in a path that's drastically different than where we actually expected it to be. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's better to live and move forward with a direction in your mind than trying to think of specific little measurable goals that will somewhat predict your future. You know, because if you can predict your future, then once you actually achieve that goal, it becomes a lot less fulfilling and a lot less exciting because you kind of expected it. But the most meaningful and the most exciting things come when you don't really expect it or you didn't really plan for it to happen. So with that being said, ask yourself, what direction do I want my life to head in? Anyways, thank you for watching this video and thank you for blessing me.